Hey everyone, it's Don with Don's Field of Dreams Cards. Going to make a video, two video responses that I'm sure both of these contests are over with now, but that's okay. I don't even know what the prizes were. I'm just doing it because I like the idea and I like to show support. So the first one's for Old Sarge Collects. I think he got 400 subs and he asked to show some cards in a 4. So thought I'd show a few. And all of these 4s are really nice. Look at this Connor. And, you know, I never noticed this. There might be a little bit of pen mark back there. First time I've ever noticed that. But, so maybe that's why it's a 4. But most of my cards, and if you bought some from me recently, they look pretty good for the grade. I've always been kind of picky. As far as centering and corners and registration, you know, they don't have to be perfect, but especially creases. I really don't like having creases in my cards. But so the grades, you know, in these 4s look fabulous. The 51 Bowman Yogi Berra, another great card. Got a 69 Roberto Clemente on a 4. And then one of my top 5 cards in my collection. This one does show a little wear in the corners, a little off center. But again, it depends on the card. And the registration's great on this card. Centering not enough to bother me. So those are 4 4s. And anyone to share 4 channels. So I had to go with the 4 theme. I had to go with Eric, 4 leaf cards. Joe, 4 soft corners. Jake, Legends Never Die, because he's for Jesus. And 4 collectors. You got Theo, Sammy, John, and Pepino Man. So congratulations, Dan. And hope you keep on making videos. So the next one was John Wade Boggs fan, and he wanted us to talk about what the community means to us. And if any of you have watched my channel long enough, I think you all know how or where I come down on that. Community means a ton to me, and I feel like I almost collect the community more now than I do cards, especially since I haven't been buying much lately. But you know, as I've shown before, I've got a book, and every time I meet a YouTuber, I get, you know, picture taken with them, get them to sign it. I sometimes don't have it on me. You know, I just picked up some new ones at Strongsville, and I just like having the memory of getting to meet these guys, and I can kind of tell by the photos where it was taken. And I did a count, and off the top of my head, I could think of 30 states where I know somebody in, and maybe some of the ones, you know, off the top of my head, I'm sure I probably know someone in that state, but it wasn't coming to me. And you know, I've been to where have I been? I met Drew down in we met down at Clemson University. I was at John Mangini's house when I was down that way a couple of years ago. I had breakfast with Alex Bowman 53. So I've met guys outside of the shows. You know, there were 52 guys, I think it was that number, that made me the top vote getter. You know, I appreciate there were 52 of you that thought enough of my channel, and that's a little shameless plug for my Hall of Fame vote. You know, John Wade Boggs fan asked me to do, you know, 2 guys, 1 hobby after 36 other guys turned him down, but at least he asked. You know, and the amount of gifts I've received, you know, there's a piece there from a YouTuber, another piece right there from a YouTuber. You know, it's beating the old drum, and everyone says it. You know, it's just the connections, and you know, there's guys in this community that know things about me or things that I've gone through that some of my friends in what I call the real world, but they are the real world to me now, don't know about, and that, you know, I have felt comfortable enough disclosing some things to some of those people. and just truly call them friends. And if I don't know where I'm going with this, but like I told my wife, like, here's some guys to call if anything ever happens to me with this collection. And my wife knows who some of you guys are just from just even hearing, or Chris from Missouri. We talk at least twice a week, and my arch nemesis, the guy that drew this with the big beard from Ohio. We it's great having that relationship with him, and that little shtick that we have just to bust each other's balls. It's just a lot of fun. So John, congratulations on 2,000 subs. I think, as you know, and most people in this community, the card community is just so much fun. And if you're watching this and you're afraid to make a video, we all said it, just do it. Very few of us are Scott or Alex that can do the editing, and there's a couple other guys too. I'm not trying to leave people out of this. And geez, talking about leaving people out, my Misfits group, just such a great group of guys, and it all stemmed from just trying to find enough guys to get an Airbnb. Like, not all of us knew each other that well before that weekend, and just turned into our little YouTube clique. But just a great group of guys that there's a text chat going on all day, every day. There's times I'll wake up in the morning and there's 85 text messages. And the West Coast guys, you got George and you got Rick out there texting us at 3 in the morning. So we got the East Coast guys, Bob and John and myself, and James is kind of in the middle, that we'll text at 7 in the morning. So we get their asses up at 4 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So it's a group that just, we bust each other's balls, and it's a lot of fun. And again, just been to so many events, been to ball games, Nina S, and with Scott and Bob Lewis, and went to the Roberto Clemente Museum with Scott recently. So it's there's so much interaction that can be done in this community, just more than the cards. And I think what I was saying before was about making videos. Natsman and Eric, those back pages, I've said it before and I've shown my videos. I was watching a video of theirs and I said I was afraid to make a video, and Eric's basically just showed how to put a camera on a box and said shoot and go. So John, congratulations. Dan, congratulations. And as always, guys, thanks for watching my video, and I'll talk to you soon.